haven't looked at my
Back
hand.
to back, baby! Back to back, baby! We have got Doug Polk, Nick Airball, Tom Dwan, and a few fan favorites, all in the mix, including Hands.
30 to go right now.
Yep.
I vaguely remember these hands. I remember watching them live.
I know. You know what? Thank you. You know what? You make a good point.
I don't think he understands.
I think Dwan has pocket queens, if I remember correctly.
A 3-bet from Wesley.
How funny would it be if Doug's like, I know Wesley's hand, and then he just like...
I think Dwan said he got a read off of Doug and could kind of weigh Wesley a lot towards Ace King, which is quite interesting in this hand.
Dwan, who just got bluffed.
I know it's not showing, but if I recall correctly, he has pocket queens here. Nice and tense, nice and tense.
Is going
500, 1K with a 3K big blind ante. Tom Dwan, 4-bet, 100,000.
Rob, do you have a button?
LSG Hank.
No. Okay, no.
Oh, 3 people left.
I remember Hank and Wesley were going back and forth through these games a lot.
Now this hand is weird for a couple of reasons. One, we're playing stand-up game. Two, the whole thing with Doug Polk saying, "I saw your hand."
Well, yeah, that would definitely make it weird. I don't know why people say it like that, you know? It's like, yeah, we know that would make it weird.
30,000. Tom Dwan, who according to DJF earlier has been playing a pretty low variant style, has decided to 4-bet to 100,000, and these players are deep.
5-bet's probably actually a good semi-bluff type play here.
And Doug is watching because he knows what Wesley has, and Wesley has just 5-bet to 275,000.
Good sizing.
Back over to Dwan.
Maybe 330 might be slightly higher even in this type of dynamic, but 275 cannot be bad whatsoever.
$387,000 in the pot. It's 175.
Day 3 in the Big Brother house, and Tom Dwan and Wesley have occurred with some tension.
Big blind. Takes a minute and a half.
Min raises.
Hand plays the same way to the river. River finally the guy back.
Don't forget, I'm sure it's going to kick off very shortly, in the sense that I remember that these games were pretty wild and pretty crazy, so these highlights will be as well. But if you get bored of me yapping, or if you get bored of me way too around, you can always speed up the video to around 2x. I tend to watch back a lot of content at 2x as well, mainly because of the TikTok brain rot. I just speed up the video, put the phone up to my head like that, and, you know, wander around the flat, or as you guys probably call it, the apartment. The apartment. 6-bet would be wild. I don't think he does, if I recall correctly.
And there's the call.
I do remember that he does win the pot. Spoiler, sorry, but
come back to your screen right now.
I'm pretty sure pretty much most poker players have seen this hand already. But we're gonna go through the good old highlights reel. 2023. Whoa, that was a while back. That was before my brain surgery. Wow. You didn't know I have brain damage. And it's the reason why I wear these sunglasses is I also have epilepsy and a whole bunch of cognition issues. So, you know, I have to do things to work around to act human, so to speak, or human. Everything will be fine. Do not look behind you within the dream.
Wesley has
Anyways. Check is reasonable. I wonder if like check raise here is actually a decent line, pocket queens, but it's obviously going to be a little too thin. But I just imagine most of Wesley's 5-bet range is not going to be folding, so you can charge Ace King, which still has some equity, potentially stopping him from triple barreling all in with pocket kings, pocket aces, because you can like baby block B10 like a B10 or something like that. So
About 125.
Wesley just asked Dwan how much he had behind.
Tom Dwan very intentionally. Look at his chip stack, really good regulation. They got the on the what's it? The buttress, the rail, so to speak. Wesley looks very casual. He's leapt forward a little bit. Maybe that leans into it. Although Dwan does say, you know, that he kind of got a read of Polk during this hand. In future, I think Polk probably should have just left the table, just to not give any reads after he saw the hand, because it does mess around with a lot of different things. Obviously, after the 5-bet goes in. If you do it before, you probably tell, giving away that they have quite a big hand.
Whatever Dwan called with
125 is reasonable.
I can't imagine him folding on an 8-8
think a little smaller is actually slightly better on average, but this is fine.
Bet.
125. That's what he bet.
You kind of want to lay up correctly, and I feel like it's going to lay up slightly incorrectly. I'm not very good at counting it directly in real time, but I just catch the vibe that the sizes will be slightly off later down the tree. I can't remember what they bet on Tons of Rivers. I do know that all the money goes in. Obviously, it's in the title of the video that Dwan wins like a 3.1 milli pot, so, you know, it's no surprises how it goes down here, so to speak.
There's the call from Dwan.
Nice little cool ski.
Pot now, 812,000.
Trap, kind of like a bit of a Trappuccino's, but at the end of the day, it's not really that much of a trap. You kind of need him to be barreling off hands like this, maybe like
Turn a blank.
King, Queen of Spades, or something like that as like a bluff for you to be ahead. So you're in effect facing a range that on the flop has around 20% equity against you as bluffs, or value hands that absolutely delete you and destroy you. So how does he bet here? With intention. There was a bit of a stutter.
Wesley's hands
a bit of a nerve
shaking.
with his hands. Yep. The commentator noticed it as well. Look, his hands are shaking.
And it looks like he is.
I doubt his hands
another
would.
bet.
There seemed to be a slight hesitation, and also when he looked down like
Remember,
that, it kind of just feels like it's very subtle in the way he just jittered his head there, trying to act normal, quicker blinking. I know, obviously, you'd still be excited when you have a strong value hand, but it just looks like he's lacking the fluidity that we could assume you'd have if he didn't have the air. Yeah, he does seem a bit stuttery.
Over to Dwan. Pot has got 1.2 million in it.
Dwan likely leading him to ace king is probably weighing up whether or not he should be raising to trying to get him to call once in the blue moon, but he probably understands that even if he weights him towards ace king, he's still going to have aces and kings here very often, so probably can't be doing anything too funky, even if you do weight him a certain way. 350k, and that will leave 850. Yeah, he's definitely bet weird bet sizings. It would have been better for him to bet smaller on the flop, bet bigger on the turn, to set up a GO2 jam on the river. Now he's just kind of taking a weird sizing scheme, which might indicate he has more of a high card type hand on the turn as well.
1.2 million in there already. If Dwan calls this.
This might be one of the rare times I have to skip forward. Because to be really honest, I think
one of the biggest
whole video might be this hand.
And still a river to come. And there's the call.
It's like he heard me. And there's the call. Thomas Twansky. Didn't they like resolve their beef on like GTO Wizard or something recently? I kind of saw like the first 10 seconds of the video and I was like, nah, I don't want to. I don't want to watch this. I'm kind of bored already, low-key, so it seemed a bit forced.
Dwan
so
checks it one more time.
Good for them if him and Jungle Man finally settled the beef after all of these years, though, I suppose.
There's the all-in.
Yeah, that was a bit too quick.
He said all
He didn't move, probably because he was self-aware of how he looked.
I'm gonna get a water.
Pot has got 2.3 million in there. Wesley is just triple barrel.
I don't think Polk should have spoke on the river there.
What the
Just in
fuck?
case he leans it one way or the other. I don't think he should have done anything or any interaction whatsoever after seeing his hand.
So
But, you know,
saw
that's
his
just me.
hand. Oh. This is a weird fucking hand.
Yeah, if you bet someone on the flop and then gone half turn, half river, or even
Like, saw his
B60
hand,
turn,
tried to talk
B60
him
river,
out of
that would
three-betting.
have
Three-bet anyway.
probably been the highest EV triple barrel sizing scheme. So he kind of butchered it a little bit. We watched Dwan put all the pieces
I
together.
guess he just flopped an 8.
Branded
but
Hustler Casino
seems
live.
very hard to fold.
Water bottles.
Oh. I'm gonna feel dumb when you roll over like 8-7 suited or some shit. Maybe 9-7 suited. What the fuck?
Even if you think your opponent is bluffing pre-flop here, for example, or bluffing in speech marks,
Tom Dwan has
is
been
very, very
part of some of the
incredibly
biggest hands in
impressive to
poker
actually
history,
find a
and
hero
once
called
again,
Queens
he
here.
is here
So all props and
on our
credit where
stage.
credit's due to Tom Dwan in this hand. We might have to fast forward though. Let's have an old gander ski. Whoop. Yeah. Oh. We missed the magic part. Spoilers, he called. How does he win a big pot if he doesn't call?
5 bets pre-flop.
Then he goes
Wesley
like, well, if you got it, you got it. But this time he has a lot of
bet the
dynamics
turn
and
and has
leads
moved all
to
in
go
on the
off
river.
of.
We've
So
got
it's a reasonable
2.3
spot for hero
million
call.
in there.
Feels like you're just flopping fucking chips, huh?
He's got queens. There's the call.
Hey, call.
Polk.
Tom Dwan has just won the biggest pot in the history of televised poker.
That's so cool, to be honest.
$3.1 million to
Hey, you see
Tom Dwan.
This is 1.5.
Doug Polk's energy in public. He's like, ooh. And Polk looks like a
70.
70.
deer in headlights. Let's be honest. It's great.
You okay, Wes?
What's with the consolation? Nick
84.
Airball's
Wesley is
like,
shaking. He just lost
he gave him the pray for you
a
shoulder tap.
$3 million pot here in Hustler
What was
Casino
that?
Live.
Wait, what was that? What was that? What is this?
Wesley,
What is this?
you're the champion.
70.
You have more heart than anyone
He
here.
gave him the I'll pray for you tap up.
784, 5.
784.
Wesley is shaking. He
Yeah,
just
I mean, I would
lost
be too low key.
3 million pop.
a $3 million pot here on Hustler Casino Live.
You know, I thought you
784.5.
Just count it.
Okay.
I thought you had ace.
Just kind
They
of.
were still in the blender, not queens.
I would snap it.
Oh my 7.
God, what a call.
70. 80.
What a call, Tom.
Yeah, aces can't fold there because they could be tripling with kings in general there, especially on that type of texture.
Can't bluff Tom.
You indeed cannot bluff Tom. That is factually correct.
You tried. I mean, a lot of heart. I won't be calling you a nit on the internet now, that's for sure.
Yeah, if anyone calls Wesley a nit ever again, I'll fight them.
Tom.
Why did he give him this
You know what the
camaraderie?
toughest spot is?
Like he's so
Doug
brave.
looks
It's
so
like
Now look at it. I don't know if
they're
you
talking
noticed,
like he just came back from the wars, you know?
I was staring at Doug. But since he didn't, I tried to
This is such like a weird dynamic in terms of the people on this table. It's like so socially awkward. It's actually
I mean, I thought the pre-flop was fair to think about.
it's like the over pandering is wild, man.
Nice call.
Can I have a beer?
Yeah. I think he deserves a beer after that one. Let's be honest here.
What I thought was going on.
I'm gonna keep it a $1.50
need to stop.
or a
showing
$1.50
to our
in this
cards
case.
my favorite Tom. From now on, one to a hand.
I said I owe you one.
You did. I know you did. You did. You know I saw your cards.
What are those plaques,
I
anyways?
need a fucking beer too.
I've never seen them again. They probably realize they're a little.
You know what?
peculiar.
Make it like a bunch.
Yeah.
Why do they change their chips all the time? I mean, I guess it just keeps the file updated and everything, keeps it interesting, but it's just interesting that it all looks slightly different. But you can tell it's the exact same room, you know what I
In the
mean?
history of televised poker,
Don't forget.
over $3 million pot, and of course, Tom Dwan is part of it. He is now up
Dwan
$2.1
won.
million.
You have to know his girlfriend, right?
Wesley down $1.7 million.
Super easy. Or you could have like 7.
This leaderboard brought to you by Only Poker.
In like
Who?
televised poker history.
No one has heard of that. Like, no one has used that since. Like, who even is that?
How you doing,
Brought to you by
Yeah, we're supposed
generic
to cheers.
company that no one knows about.
That's cheers to you for winning that huge hand.
What is-
Are you feeling pretty good, or is this just like hashtag standard for you?
It's obviously.
You can just tell she does not want to be there at all. She just seems like she can't be. She's like, oh, whatever. All of them just find this so awkward. It's great.
And that was against Wesley, right?
Yeah.
Is he pretty tilted right now, or what are you getting from him?
I wouldn't say that.
I forgot about this. It's like so cringe.
I'm sorry, these interviews are just out of control right now.
Yeah, they're so crazy,
From?
yeah.
I know you came a long way to come play here.
Monaco. I went to. My buddy asked me to go with him to F1, and
He's like, I can't name any names, so I don't want to be put on a watch
like
list.
insane setup, so you could see so
My
much of
buddy?
the race.
Yes.
I actually told them I was going
One
to wear their t-shirt.
acquiesced and
but I have, like,
admitted
no
me
business
to
affiliation, whatever. I was
have
like,
an
I'll just wear
invitation
a
to
t-shirt
said
be nice, 'cause
F1
F1
in
was so
Monaco.
sick. They didn't give me a
And
t-shirt
then
in
I
time.
decided to hop on a G6
Why'd you fly
all
out
the
here
way
for
to
this
LA
game?
to play at Hustler Casino Live. But now I am $2 million
I like Hustler.
up. Isn't that
I
rather
don't know
dashing
Ryan
and
Nick
lovely?
Super well, but I like them. You and I talked after, there was a crazy hand back in the day. When the money's real big and like the stakes are big and stuff, people aren't perfect, but I thought they tried. And
What?
I respected that. I think you did also.
Yeah.
And
Talking about.
Ryan sent me the lineups. I thought it was 1 day of games. Right then he sent me the lineups. It's 5 days. I was like, oh, I'll try to whatever. And he's like, come on, like try to. And so I thought I was gonna get to play 2 days. I was like, all right, whatever. Like let's do it.
What is this?
I was kind of happy to support, hoping to win a little money.
I can see why they took these interview bits out. Like, what the hell are they talking
Ends
about?
up so far.
What's going on
hopefully
back there as well?
I mean, I hope I don't lose back 2,000.
Oh,
big
okay,
bucks
right.
in 3 hours or whatever, but we'll
Polk
see.
just gives middle child energy. I wonder if he's the middle child the way he was like looking over like that.
And
While I like Hustler, I'm gonna shit on their beer service. I played the
This
biggest,
bro is
biggest spot
yapping.
outside of
What's he
Triton,
on?
maybe biggest overall TV, and it takes like 15 minutes.
Bro,
to
how
get
long have you been
there.
away for? Just
we'll take a
chill.
beer to you on a regular basis, Tom, okay?
Maybe just leave like 2 extras in there when the huge
Yeah.
game.
Oh, well-
I don't normally need a beer unless I call it off with 1,500 big blinds.
All right.
Probably would have needed one either way. But
Well, thanks, Tom.
dude, every pot, it's like 3 hands in a row. Every pot's like 300K.
Yeah, this is Hustler Casino Live, Tom.
No, that's
Yeah, this is
not
Hustler
normal. We played
Casino
all day.
Live, Tom.
Every hand goes 300K.
This is normal.
This is normal. This is normal.
All right, we're West Side West.
This
just
is
played
normal.
One of the biggest pots.
This is
in
normal.
history.
How much is the pot?
This is
I think
normal.
it's about 3.1 million.
I can't shake my head too much. It's gonna really hurt my head.
3.1 million, so which one?
Pappy.
1.55
Pappy, you
million?
definitely.
How you feeling about after that hand went down, man?
Oh, this might be better than the hand, Loki. What the hell is this segment?
He turns his queens into a bluff catcher because I got the aces or kings. But I think because I exposed my hand like pre-flop to
Is
the.
Pappy alright? Why is he leaning forward like that? Like, I understand getting closer, but he's like
I mean,
leaning
ace
out
king,
towards the
aces
camera
queens are,
almost. It's odd.
Pretty strong hand.
Let me get what's going on.
I did the same exact thing I did. Like I saw my hand, I was 3-bet anyway. Aces, kings, ace king. I was 3-bet anyway, and then
Yeah.
I was show he folded and then show his hand, but I'm just kind of feel like it may affect Tom's decision a little bit. Maybe if I don't expose my hand, maybe I can.
If your range
bluff
is
it
kings
out.
plus ace king, you're
I
over
can
bluffing there anyways, to be
success.
fair. But, you know.
How did it feel when you're bluffing the river and he's in the tank and he's thinking about calling? What's going through your mind in that kind of moment?
This is a
I
better
wish
question.
he fold,
It's valid.
He didn't slap call, so I think I did right thing because I can't just bet and
Guys,
give
just in
up
case
on
you
the
didn't
river.
know, they're
That's not
broadcasting
what
from Los
what I do,
Angeles,
right? Yeah, that's what I
California.
play.
They are the Hustler
I can do three
Casino
bet, give him
Live,
a max pressure.
high stakes poker
I mean,
Even
productions.
he has a tail
What
or
is
whatever,
38?
but when I
What is
put those
38?
kind of chips
No
in that
one will
pot,
ever know.
those.
What
kind of
indeed is
stuff doesn't mean
38?
anything. Like so much money in the pot. Like
Jeopardy. Interesting.
you have to have some heart to do it. Like
You have to have some heart, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna
You have to be a
when you,
brave
expose your
warrior
hand pre-flop,
to run the
people
triple.
are like, I think people are less likely to bluff when you expose your hand, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I think it's fine.
So you still feel locked in, ready to get back and keep playing your game?
I want to take a rest and take a walk and kind of upset.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody can call you a dit anymore, Wes. Okay.
No, I don't.
Why
think
do they
people call me
focus on
Leon
this
a lot.
narrative?
I
Like, bro just
wanna
bluffed
play,
off.
right way.
Right.
I just want to play a
Perfect.
perfect poker.
Oh,
Right?
poker's so weird, man. I love like reacting to stuff like this. It's just like
Block aces and kings.
the spectacle is so oddly forced. Like they don't need to do all that because you know there's so much money in the middle anyways. And if you just invite players who are action, like it's chill. I don't know why they try to force interviews and stuff. Here we go.
So if anybody, I just want to thank you guys for being a part of tonight and this week and being a part of poker history. All of you guys, thank you so much for coming this week. It's been awesome. Like, no, we're going
Not
all
stopping,
night.
right?
We're going all night. No one's leaving.
We're gonna go all night. No one's leaving.
But seriously, thank you guys for all being a part of this. It's amazing. It means a lot to me and Nick and our show. And
why does he sound like a prosperity gospel preacher? Like what the hell?
Tom won 2 million. He doesn't care. But no, thank you very much. If you guys want champagne, let's toast, and then we'll keep playing. So thank you guys.
And of course,
very
thank
rousing,
all
very
of
brave.
you watching at home around
I'm
the
just
world.
so proud and happy for Wesley that he now no longer will be called a nit because he bluffed off 1.5 million.
Yeah, me, Doug, and Westy are the only thing that
What
want
is
champagne.
Pokemon? Why are we even here, fam? Why are we even here? I'm not even gonna watch the. Why are we here? Like, what is this? Like, why does it look like an AA meeting, but they're bringing out the champagne and everyone's got millions of dollars on it? What is this, man? What is going on, fam?